Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I want to show you the new Monthbooks by Chatbooks. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so, and make sure to check the notifications bell to never miss a new video. Chatbooks added a new subscription to their range, which is called the Monthbooks. And if you don't know who Chatbooks is, I've got lots of videos on them on my channel. Links are going to be in the description below. But in a nutshell, they were the first company to pioneer the idea of a subscription photo book service. This service was primarily aimed at people with lots of photos, who take lots of photos on a daily basis, who do not have time to edit photo books or do not have the desire to go into the lengthy process of editing photo books. When you subscribe to one of their subscription services, your account like Instagram, Facebook, or your camera roll from your phone is going to be connected to the Chatbooks server, and they're going to pull your photos automatically. And every time you reach a set number like 60, 30 or whatever, then a new book is going to be created for you automatically and it's going to be sent to your doorstep. So it's extremely easy, very time efficient, and it's also an extremely good value for money, but more on that later. The new Monthbook subscription is obviously modeled on the pre-existing subscriptions that Chatbooks is offering, but the difference now is that these books are created on a monthly basis and they are created from your camera roll, and they are not a square shape anymore. They come in this portrait shape, which is I think a 7x5" size. Also, if you look at the cover design, it looks very simple, but it basically makes sure that nobody confuses these books with any of the other subscription range books, because you'll see the month here and also the year, and this is on every single month book subscription. So this is what basically sets them apart and how you can tell that this is a month book and not another Chatbooks. Before I start to examine the creation process and the quality, let me just say very quickly that these books at the moment are available only in the USA. Every other Chatbooks product is available worldwide, but this one at the moment is just in the US. But I think they have plans to extend this to the rest of the world as well. It's coming very soon, but just wanted to make that clear if you're watching from outside the US that at the moment you can't get these books. So first of all, you need to download the app if you don't already have it, and these books can only be created in the smartphone app, so you can't create them on the desktop editor. When you download the app, you have to select the Monthbook option, and then it's going to ask you to connect to your camera roll if you're in an iPhone or Android. In the case of the Monthbooks, you can't connect to Facebook or Instagram. I'm not sure why, but these only work with the camera roll at the moment. The browser inside the app is going to filter your photos by month. So if you start editing your April 2021 book, it's going to filter all your photos that were taken in April, and that's all you can see. And you have to select 30 photos to create this book, no more and no less. So all of these books need to have 30 pages and 30 photos. One photo per page. Now, of course, if your pictures are from April, but they show up as in February, because sometimes that can happen, especially if they are from a mixture of sources like cameras and phones and computer and Google or whatever, then basically you can bypass the filter and you can just disable it and select 30 photos from anywhere you want to in your camera roll. When you selected the 30 photos, you're going to see a preview of your book. And here you will have some very limited options to do some fine-tuning and editing. The things you can do are select a photo for the cover, and this is how the cover is going to look. So there's no other layout. All you can do is change the photo in the middle, and you can change the color scheme, but you can't change the text, you can't change the font or anything, so just the photo. You can reorganize your pages inside the book, so you can drag and drop them where you want to, and for each page you can choose from 4 different layouts, and the layouts you can choose from are a full bleed photo, or you can choose the photo without any cropping. The maximum size is going to have some white space top, bottom, or on the sides depending on the aspect ratio of your photo. You can choose it to have a square border around it, so almost like a mat, and you can also have caption underneath the photos. When you've finished editing your book, all you have to do is set up the subscription, enter a date, a payment method, and the books are going to come every month onto your doorstep. The process is extremely simple and very straightforward. You can't go wrong, and you're not going to spend more than 5 minutes making this book. You've got some very limited flexibility on editing the contents inside. It's okay, I guess, because it's still an automated book, so that's the point, to not edit the book, but you still have some features if something really looks off, or you want to, bypass some of the features. I wish there were more layouts for the front, because not everybody might be fond of this layout, but on the other hand, when you create a series like the month books, you want all of them to look the same. And then if you start picking different layouts, then it's not going to have a nice effect as a volume of many books. And also, as I mentioned, if you choose, I think you've got 4 colors, and when you select one color for the series, it's going to have different shades for each book. So when you put them on the shelf, it looks really nice. It has a nice gradient effect. Now let's see the quality of the books. The books come in a single size, which is 7x5, so roughly the size of my hands. There's no bigger and no smaller. The interesting thing is, instead of the traditional square, they chose now a portrait orientation, which I think works much better with Insta stories and selfies, because most of them are going to have the aspect ratio of your phone screen. And I think we are not so much into cropping pictures into a square shape on Instagram or Facebook as we used to in the beginning, because there's a lot more flexibility on these platforms now. The books can come with 2 covers, soft cover or hardcover. The hardcover is an extra $5 surcharge. It looks very good. It's a good hardcover. What I noticed is that the finish is not exactly the same as my old Chatbooks. The standard Chatbooks, it doesn't feel as smooth. I don't know what's the difference. It has to be the paper or the lamination on the paper. The quality is the same, and as I said, you can choose one feature photo for the front, one color for the series, and on the spine of the books you will see again the month, the year, and a small Chatbooks logo. The back of the cover is going to be blank with a Chatbooks logo in the bottom, and you can't remove the Chatbooks logos from anywhere. The books are perfect bound, which means that they do not open fully flat. One thing I noticed is when I opened both of these books, the front cover kind of broke off from the text block. I think the gluing was a little bit too tight, and what I also noticed compared to my previous Chatbooks, which didn't have this problem, that opened perfectly well, is that the previous Chatbooks had a flyleaf, a double page at the beginning of the book, but the Chatbooks only have the one side of the flyleaf. So the inside of the front cover has a nice gray sheet on it, but the photos start on the right side, so there's not a double page spread there. I don't know why this happened, and I don't know if it happened to any of you guys, or was it just a one-off thing with my books. If it happened to you as well, let me know in the comments so I can let the company know about the issue. But as I said, it happened to both of the books, and I didn't force them at all. I just opened it like that, and it broke in the middle. The book is still fine, you can page through, nothing fell apart, but obviously aesthetically it's not very nice. It didn't happen on the back, but it's just something to mention. Inside the book they use an acid-free silky paper stock. I think it's the exact same as in the other Chatbooks. The thickness is not stated on the website. I think it's between 150 or 200 GSM. It has a decent thickness, a very subtle, nice sheen, and it's brilliant white. There are no other options. Let's have a look at the print quality. All the books are printed on HP Indigo printers, and they state in the help or FAQ section that the print quality is 600 dpi, which is not the highest, but it still looks sharp enough, and the colors are actually quite well balanced. I liked the color of the snow. It was nice and white. The skin tones looked okay. It was, obviously it's not a silver halide book, but the price is not the same as a silver halide book. So all I'm trying to say is the print quality for the price is really, really good. Let's have a look at the price as well. So the standard one, the soft cover, is $8 per month. And if you choose the hardcover upgrade, it's going to be $13. To be honest, I don't think you'll find anything that's a better value for your money. Chatbooks is still, I think, unbeatable at their price range. To get a book every month, a hardcover book with 30 pages for $13, which is created for you automatically, and it includes free shipping as well, I think is a really amazing bargain. Chatbooks often has deals where if you start a new subscription, I think the first book is for free. I'm not sure if it applies to this specific book now, but have a look on my blog for the latest deals for Chatbooks, or also on their website. And if you get the first one for free, then it's amazing. Of course, with the subscriptions, you can stop them anytime you want to, so it's not a binding thing. You don't have to prepay a year, you don't have to prepay 6 months. All in all, I think it's a very nice idea to add to their existing range. Chatbooks is a very good innovator in ideas that have not been explored by other companies. Instead of trying to make the same photo book as Mixbook Blurb, they created something that has a concept that is different to everything else. They are trying to create designs and concepts that capture people and that make them love these books so much. They have a very strong presence on Instagram and social media, so if you want to see more photos about these books, I'm sure you'll find many. If you have any more questions, leave them in the comments. I try to answer them. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, subscribe for more.